Have you ever wondered if you are an Andromedan starseed? Well, in today's video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 signs that indicate you may be an Andromedan starseed yourself. Hey y'all, I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics, and today we're going to take a deep dive in looking at what makes Andromedan starseeds special and unique from all of the other starseed races out there. So the Andromedans are one of the starseed races that are not as familiar to us as some of the races that we hear more about, like the Pleiadians or the Sirians. So the first thing to know about Andromedan starseeds is they're incredibly rare. So unlike Pleiadian and Sirian starseeds that number in the millions on planet Earth right now, the guides tell us that there are only about 800,000 Andromedan starseeds on Earth at this time. And one of the reasons for that is that Andromedans just don't fit their soul energy into these human bodies as easily as some of the other starseed races. So number one, the most important thing to know about Andromedan starseeds is how incredibly rare they are. Number two, the second thing to know about Andromedan starseeds is they tend to not fit well into human bodies. So every starseed race fits into the human body more easily or less easily. And that depends a lot on the genetics of the civilization that they come from and how compatible that is with the genetics of the Earth human. And the guides tell us that Andromedan starseeds in particular can really struggle with being in a physical body because they come from a star civilization that is so high vibrational and so advanced that the soul genetics and soul essence are not compatible with these dense physical bodies that the starseed has to incarnate into. So the second most important thing to know about Andromedan starseeds is they tend to really struggle being in a physical body. And that can take many different forms, whether it is having health issues to just hating being in a physical body in general, feeling like the physical body is a stranger to you, like it's this heavy thing you have to drag around with you. But Andromedan starseeds are known to struggle with that physical body. It's just not a good fit for them. Number three, the third thing that you might notice if you have the chance to actually meet an Andromedan starseed is they have an incredibly sparkly aura. So if you are someone who can see energy fields, if you have your clairvoyance open and engaged, and you have the chance to look at either an Andromedan being, whether it is a guide that you are working with, or whether you have the chance to meet an Andromedan starseed, take a look at their aura. They have these incredibly beautiful, sparkly auras. So that is the third thing that separates the Andromedan starseed from starseeds of other races. And along with this incredible sparkly aura, the Andromedan starseed tends to have a very otherworldly vibe. So if you have met an Andromedan starseed, it's like you're meeting an angel in the flesh. They seem very otherworldly, like they don't quite belong in our reality. And it's really a magical thing to see. So this is one of those other things that separates the Andromedan starseed from your typical starseed or human. Number four, Andromedan starseeds are known to tend to incarnate into physical bodies that are very tall, very muscular and athletic, and very beautiful. The guides have told us that the Andromedans are considered in the galaxy to be the most beautiful beings in the galaxy. And of course, that is a matter of preference and perception, but it's interesting to think about that beauty is one of the things that the Andromedans and their starseeds are very much known for. So they are known to be incarnating into physical bodies that tend to be on the taller side for humans, as compared to, say, the Arcturians, who tend to incarnate into petite human bodies. The Andromedans may incarnate into larger, more muscular, more athletic bodies. And so that is just a trend that you can look for. Of course, it doesn't mean that every starseed will make that choice, but it is one of those things you can look for to indicate that someone may be of Andromedan origin. Number five, when we talk about Andromedan energies, The Andromedans are known for having a very quiet, intense energy. And as we have been going through these starseed videos, we've been talking about the different energies that each starseed race possesses. And some starseeds are known to be very buzzy and energetic. Others are known to be very soothing and gentle. Well, the Andromedans are known to be very quiet and very intense. So if you could feel that kind of energy from a starseed, it may be an indication that they are from the Andromedan galaxy. So let me know in the comments below, have you ever met an Andromedan starseed? They're so rare. So let me know what your experience is in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a like if you're learning something new about our Andromedan starseed friends. Number 6, Andromedan starseeds are known to be nomads. So your Andromedan starseed is going to be a wanderer, someone who likes to be off the grid, who does not like to be tied down to a schedule, and who likes to be free to explore, to travel. Andromedan starseeds are travelers. They like to explore, get to know different areas. They are that starseed who wants to fly off to Bali on a moment's notice, and anything that ties them down is going to be very off-putting to an Andromedan starseed. Number 7, this is one of the most important things to know about Andromedan starseeds. They are all about freedom. So Andromedan starseeds hate to be tied down. They hate 9-to-5 jobs, living by a clock or a schedule. Anything that requires them to be in a particular place for any period of time is going to feel very constricting to an Andromedan starseed. So they are all about freedom. And the guides tell us that the Andromedans themselves are often willing to die for their freedom. They would rather die than surrender to someone else's control. So the way that may translate into a Andromedan starseed is being a lover of freedom. So anything that ties them down, restricts them, is going to be very off-putting to an Andromedan starseed. Number 8, Andromedan starseeds are rebels. So these are starseeds who hate rules and authority. Your Andromedan starseed is not going to have any respect at all for authority or for any sort of external limitations on their freedom. So they are going to be the rebels. They are going to have no interest or respect for any form of authority, and they are going to absolutely hate any form of injustice. And again, that goes back to the Andromedans being such lovers of freedom. So any form of injustice is a limitation of one's freedom. And so your Andromedan starseed is going to be a fierce advocate of everyone's personal freedom, the ability to execute their own free will, and anything that is a form of oppression or injustice is going to make an Andromedan's skin crawl. So they are huge advocates of privacy and freedom and justice. Number 9, Andromedan starseeds are known for having very gentle personalities. They tend to be a little quieter, a little more reserved, like some of our other starseed races share that trait. But in particular, the Andromedans and Andromedan starseeds are known for having very minimal egos. So your Andromedan starseed is not going to be looking to be the center of attention. They don't care to be the one who gets the credit. They just want everyone to be free, to be harmonious, to live and flow. And so that is one of the things that you will notice most about your Andromedan starseeds. They are also known to be great communicators. So although they are not seeking the attention, they are not seeking to be the one that has all the eyes on them, they are great communicators. And when you combine that with their reputation for having minimal ego, they are just someone that everyone wants on their team because they are not trying to steal the limelight, take credit. They are just there to make everything work, make everything go more smoothly, make sure everyone is living to their utmost freedom and has the utmost choice. So the Andromedans, you're starting to see a theme here: the freedom, the equality, the intolerance for anything that restricts that, all kind of gives you the sense of what the Andromedan starseed is really about. And number 10, along the same lines, because you already had the flavor for what the Andromedan starseed is about, is the Andromedan starseed is a background player. Like I said, they do not seek the attention, they do not seek the limelight, because to them, to the Andromedan starseed, all are equal. So there is no need to be the one who gets credit for something, to be the one who gets the attention, because the Andromedan starseed is never coming from a place of ego. And again, that's very rare, even among starseeds, to have as little ego as the Andromedan starseeds bring to the table. So they are truly a joy to be around, because it is so foreign to us in this 3D, 4D matrix that we are in to see beings that don't operate from ego. So if you have the pleasure of meeting an Andromedan starseed, you will realize instantly how truly special these starseeds are. Just coming from a part of view of having no ego and being lovers of freedom and peace and flexibility, they are just so soothing to be around. They truly have a magical energy that is unlike any other starseed you've met. So if you have met an Andromedan starseed, let me know in the comments what your impression was, because they are so rare and meeting one really is a gift. So hope that helps you understand our Andromedan friends a little better. I'll see you soon.